Propagation methods. Bamboo can be propagated sexually through seedlings and asexually by vegetative methods. Asexual propagation can be further divided into micropropagation and macropropagation. Tissue culture is a micropropagation method. Offset planting, stem cutting, and branch cutting are the major macropropagation methods. First, we look into sexual propagation. Sexual propagation involves the production of new bamboo plants through seeds. Bamboo faces specific challenges in propagation compared to other trees. The main challenge is that it flowers once in 30 or 40 years depending on the species. Numerous seeds are produced when a clump matures and flowers. After flowering, the mother clump dies. Seeds are viable for 3 or 4 months only under normal conditions. Preserving seeds at temperatures far below the freezing point is viable technically but is an expensive procedure and not practical in an industrial scale. These factors act as a limitation to this method of propagation. The collected seeds are germinated in the nursery at a controlled environment. Once the seedlings acquire the desired size, it is transplanted to pots. When these transplanted seedlings reach a height of at least 1 feet, it is ready for planting. Now we'll move on to asexual propagation or vegetative propagation. This type of propagation is popular as there is a severe limitation in propagating bamboo with seeds. As mentioned before, vegetative propagation is classified into micropropagation or macropropagation. First, we look into micropropagation, which is tissue culture. Tissue culture is a very popular technique as it can generate millions of saplings in an industrial scale. Firstly, the nodal pieces of the mother plant are sampled, sterilized, and initiated. It is cultured under laboratory conditions. After the roots are induced, it is transplanted to trays in peat or soil at relatively high humidity in a greenhouse. Once a shoot attains a height of 1 feet, it is replanted to natural surroundings. Now we'll move on to macropropagation and we'll look at offset planting first. In this procedure, the entire bamboo clump is uprooted and individual rhizomes are separated. The bamboo rhizome is the underground part of a bamboo stem or culm. However, rhizomes are not roots. Roots grow under the rhizome and culm erect on the top of the rhizome. Axillary buds on the rhizome can produce new rhizomes or bamboo shoots which grow into culms. Just like the culm, rhizomes have nodes and internodes. The separated rhizomes are replanted initially at a controlled setting like a nursery as the mortality rates of replanting are high. Once the plants have stabilized, they can be transferred to natural surroundings. Stem cutting. Poles of bamboo or stem are cut in a specific way and hormones like naphthalene acetic acid or indole butyric acid are applied under specific conditions. They are covered in a soil bed for new shoots and roots to develop. Once the plants are stabilized, the saplings are chipped from the stem and transplanted to bags and kept in nursery or controlled conditions for some time before planting. The plants developed by this method are stronger and of good quality. But this method is applicable only to specific varieties of bamboo, and the number of saplings that can be generated by this technique is limited as the procedure is tedious and time consuming. Branch cutting. This technique is similar to that of stem cutting. The branch is chipped from the stem directly at the nodal portion and planted in bags or soil bed after treating with hormone. After the shoot and roots stabilize, it is replanted. This process is comparatively easy but is only applicable in very limited variety of bamboo.